When the MLB world begins to discuss the Most Valuable Player award, it's almost impossible to leave out Shohei Ohtani. This season has been nothing short of extraordinary, and once again, analysts across America are in awe of what he continues to accomplish. As the regular season winds down, debates about who deserves the MVP crown have reignited, and Ohtani stands right at the center of it all, dominating headlines, statistics, and fan conversations across the globe. The question now isn't whether Ohtani deserves to be among the finalists, it's whether anyone else can even compete with what he's doing. MLB analyst Greg Amsinger recently commented, "If you're not giving Shohei Ohtani the MVP, what are we even doing?" That statement captures what many experts feel. Year after year, Ohtani keeps redefining what's possible in baseball, balancing elite-level pitching and jaw-dropping power hitting. This season, whispers began surfacing about a historic 60-60 possibility, 60 home runs and 60 stolen bases. Many considered it absurd at first, but Ohtani's consistent performance on both sides of the game has made even the most impossible records seem within reach. Analysts like Harold Reynolds have said that Ohtani has changed the math of baseball, meaning traditional measures of greatness don't seem to apply anymore. Watching Ohtani step onto the field is like watching two Hall of Famers in one body. As a hitter, he's an offensive machine, producing tape-measure home runs that seem to defy logic. As a pitcher, he dominates with pinpoint control, devastating breaking pitches, and velocity that challenges the game's top flamethrowers. It's that rare combination that makes even veteran analysts pause in disbelief. There was one particular night this season that lit social media ablaze. Ohtani hit 2 home runs in a game and struck out 10 batters. It wasn't the first time he'd done it, but it never loses its magic. The crowd roared, the commentators ran out of adjectives, and fans across the world stayed glued to their screens. That game alone reignited the best player of all time discussions. What makes Ohtani's season even more remarkable is that he's doing this under immense pressure. Every at-bat, every pitch is magnified. The media's eyes are always on him, and yet he continues to perform with poise and a quiet confidence that makes his feats seem effortless. His humility off the field contrasts perfectly with the dominance he displays on it. Comparisons to Barry Bonds have become more frequent lately, particularly regarding his power-hitting numbers. Some analysts are beginning to whisper that Ohtani might eventually surpass even Bonds' offensive impact. If he keeps this up for another few years, one insider said, we might be witnessing the player who breaks the unbreakable. Even for those who grew up in the Bonds era, Ohtani represents something entirely different. Bonds was a master of power and intimidation, but Ohtani combines that same ferocity with athletic versatility and charisma. He's rewriting what we thought was possible in modern baseball. The 60-60 talk gained more heat after one of Ohtani's multi-homer games, where he also stole 2 bases with ease. The speed, strength, and timing seem almost unreal. Fans began to say half-jokingly online, if anyone can go 60-60, it's Shohei. What started as a meme slowly became a real conversation. In interviews, Ohtani remains humble about it all. He never boasts about his numbers. Instead, he focuses on improving, saying that he's just trying to help the team win. But behind that soft-spoken demeanor is a competitor who knows exactly how dominant he is. He doesn't need to say it, his performance screams it for him. Teammates have also started to sound amazed by what they witness daily. We're lucky we get to see this up close, one said. You see the highlights on TV, but in person, it's even more insane. That's the sentiment echoed throughout MLB clubhouses. Opposing pitchers have admitted it's almost impossible to strategize against him. When he's on the mound, they can't hit him. When he's in the box, they can't get him out. That paradox makes him one of the most feared and respected figures in the sport. When Ohtani's name was officially announced as one of the MVP finalists, the baseball world collectively nodded. It wasn't a surprise, it was an inevitability. The real debate was whether he'd win unanimously again, just like before. Some commentators have said that Ohtani has broken the MVP discussion entirely. You almost need a new award just for him, one joked. He's playing a different game. The statistical side of things is equally staggering. His WAR wins above replacement continues to soar beyond that of any other player. Analysts often use it as proof that Ohtani contributes more to his team's success than any other athlete in MLB. Fans have also embraced this new era of baseball through Ohtani. Stadiums fill up whenever he's pitching or hitting. Children wear his jersey, parents bring their kids just to say they saw him play, and social media explodes every time he steps up to bat. The cultural impact is massive. In Japan, his performances are broadcast live even in the middle of the night, with millions tuning in. Across America, he's become a global ambassador for baseball, bridging continents and fan bases like no one before. The media's fascination with Ohtani goes beyond his stats, it's about what he represents. He's proof that hard work, discipline, and genuine love for the sport can transcend barriers. He's an inspiration not just for athletes but for anyone chasing something extraordinary. There are even discussions within MLB circles about how Ohtani's dual-role success could influence future generations. Young players are starting to train as both pitchers and hitters, believing that the Ohtani way might not be impossible after all. And yet, Ohtani makes it look so easy. He doesn't show off, he doesn't seek attention. His focus remains on baseball itself. That purity of intent is what draws so many fans to him. He plays not for fame, but for mastery. His work ethic is legendary. Coaches say he's the first to arrive at the ballpark and the last to leave. He studies video footage meticulously, always looking for tiny adjustments to improve. It's that obsessive commitment that sets him apart. As the season progressed, Ohtani's consistency never wavered. Even when he faced minor injuries or slumps, he found a way to bounce back stronger. His resilience has become one of his defining traits. MLB's veteran analysts, including Joe Davis and Jessica Mendoza, have commented that Ohtani has reshaped what we thought baseball players could be. They often pause during broadcasts, stunned by another first-time-ever statistic involving his name. The possibility of surpassing Barry Bonds isn't just about numbers, it's about legacy. Bonds' records were once thought unreachable. But Ohtani's unique combination of pitching dominance and hitting prowess gives him a shot at something no one else could dream of. In many ways, Ohtani represents the modern evolution of baseball, a fusion of athleticism, intelligence, and global influence. He's not just playing the game, he's redefining it for a new generation. Every ballpark he visits turns into a stage. Fans hold up signs written in Japanese and English. Cameras flash from every corner, and chants echo every time his name is announced. That energy seems to fuel him further. When Ohtani smashes a home run, it's not just about distance, it's about the feeling it gives. The crowd's roar, the disbelief, the collective pause before eruption, it's an experience, not just a stat line. Some fans even compare watching Ohtani to watching Michael Jordan in his prime. You don't just see greatness, you feel it. Every swing, every pitch, every moment feels like a piece of history in motion. The MVP debate may technically exist, but for most fans, the answer has already been decided. There's Shohei Ohtani, one commentator said, and then there's everyone else. His dominance has even shifted how teams think about roster construction. Some franchises are now scouting players who might one day attempt the same dual-role path. But the truth is, Ohtani is one of one. As postseason discussions heat up, analysts continue to marvel at how Ohtani's impact reaches beyond the field. Merchandise sales, viewership ratings, and international fan engagement all surge when he plays. The 60-60 dream, while incredibly ambitious, has become symbolic. It's a reflection of how much faith fans have in Ohtani's limitless ability. Even if he never hits those exact numbers, the fact that it feels possible says everything. When asked about those expectations, Ohtani just smiles. Records come when you play the game the right way, he said in one interview. I just want to keep enjoying baseball. That humble mindset makes people love him even more. As the MVP voting approaches, one thing seems clear: Shohei Ohtani isn't just playing baseball. He's creating a new definition of greatness, one that might last for generations. His every move feels like a chapter in an unfolding legend. And so, when MLB analysts say, if you're not doing 60-60, you can't win, they're half joking, but deep down, they mean it. Because when you measure anyone against Ohtani, it feels like comparing mortals to myth. If he does win MVP again, it won't just be another award, it'll be another reminder that we're living through one of the most incredible eras the sport has ever seen. Shohei Ohtani isn't chasing history anymore. He's becoming it.